A slow website is the fastest way to lose people. No one's sitting there patiently waiting for your homepage to decide whether it feels like loading today. If it's not quick, they're gone, and that could mean someone who was ready to buy just closed the tab. The good news is, you're not just stuck hoping it improves on its own. There are tools that help you see exactly how fast your site loads and what might be slowing it down. Speed optimization plugins can show you your load time, your performance score, and where the biggest delays are, but they're not all built the same. Some plugins mostly show you these scores and reports, which can be helpful, but they don't actually change anything on your site by themselves. It's like a mechanic telling you what's wrong with your car, but not picking up a wrench. On the other hand, you also have plugins that don't just point out what's slowing your site down, they also let you turn on settings that make pages open faster, so when someone clicks around your site, things show up quickly instead of making them wait. So in this video, I'm comparing WP Rocket, Flying Press, and NitroPack because they don't just show you what's wrong with your site, they actually help it run smoother for the people using it every day. We'll look at what changes when you install them and what kind of control they give you and which one is the easiest to use long term. Now, before comparing these plugins, you need to understand what actually slows a site down. When someone clicks your website, your server builds the page on the spot. It loads your text, pulls in your images, applies your designs, and turns on the features your plugins add. And that work happens literally every single time someone visits. If your images are large, they take longer to download. If you've added contact forms, pop-ups or sliders, tracking tools, and other extras, each one adds a little more processing. None of them are a problem alone, but stack enough of them together and your server has more to handle. And what people call "my site is slow" is usually that extra work showing up as a delay between clicking a link and seeing the page fully ready. Speed plugins reduce that workload. So instead of rebuilding your page every time someone visits, WP Rocket keeps a ready-to-go version saved. And that means when someone clicks your site, there's less waiting before the page appears. If you've ever opened your own site and noticed that tiny pause before everything shows up, well, that's the kind of delay this reduces. It doesn't just help first-time visitors either. When you update something like changing a product price or editing a post, it prepares the new version ahead of time. So the next person who visits isn't the one triggering a slower refresh right after you make changes. And from there, it starts cleaning up how the page loads. Instead of trying to load every extra feature at the exact same moment, it focuses on what people see first. Your main content appears right away. Things like your menu and your products, and things like pop-ups or animations finish loading just after. Most people won't ever notice that second part happening. And the same thing applies to images. If your page has a lot of them, it loads the one at the top first and waits on the rest until someone scrolls down. So the page feels ready sooner instead of stalling while everything loads at once. It's kind of like starting a car. The dashboard lights up and the engine runs first. You don't need the heated seats and the AC ready before you can start driving. It also helps keep the layout steady. If you've ever tried to click a button and the page shifted because an image appeared late, you know how annoying that is. WP Rocket reduces that by making sure space is reserved before images load. Another thing I like about it is how stable it is with the rest of your site. Most WordPress sites are running a bunch of different things at once. You've got your theme, maybe a page builder, forms, analytics, e-commerce tools, and a bunch of other plugins. And that's usually where speed plugins can cause problems. You turn on one setting and suddenly a menu won't open, a form stops sending, or your checkout starts acting weird. WP Rocket is built to work with most hosting, themes, and plugins people already use, so when you turn on the main features, things usually just run the way they should. And since WordPress is always changing, they push out updates every 2 weeks. That way, if something changes with a theme or another plugin, it usually gets patched quickly. It also gives you a way to see how your site is actually performing. WP Rocket is the only WordPress speed plugin that has its own built-in speed monitoring tool called Rocket Insights. And the reports come from GT Metrics, which is one of the sites people normally use when they want to check their speed. The difference is you can see all of that right inside your WordPress dashboard instead of going somewhere else to run a test and then trying to figure out what the numbers mean. They're also rolling out a new version that points you towards the exact WP Rocket setting that can help fix a problem. So instead of guessing which option might help, it automatically takes you to where you can fix it, which is pretty helpful if you're not a developer. And if something ever stops working the way it should, that's when their support comes in handy. For example, let's say you turn on one of the optimization settings and later notice a filter or a button isn't responding the way that it used to. Instead of spending hours digging through forums trying to figure out what changed, you could just reach out to support and they'll point you to the setting that needs adjusting. They also have a pretty big library of tutorials and guides if you ever want to just figure it out on your own. Now, it's not something that you just switch on and forget about though. After you enable a few settings, take 2 minutes and click around your site. Add something to your cart, open the menu, send yourself a message through the contact form. Check it out on your phone. Most of the time it'll work perfectly, but it's always worth making sure nothing feels weird or slow to respond. And honestly, for most people, that's it. You install WP Rocket, turn on caching and image lazy loading, click through your main pages, and you're in a good place. And that's really where it stands out. You don't have to dig through 20 different settings or guess what each option does. You turn on the core features, you test your key pages, and your site feels quicker without a bunch of trial and error. And if you just want something that improves speed without turning it into a side project, WP Rocket is the easiest place to start because you don't have to micromanage every setting. You also don't need to touch much to see a difference. Most of the difference comes from 2 core places. File optimization trims down your site's code by removing unnecessary spaces and comments, which makes those files smaller and faster to load. Media lazy load makes sure pictures and videos only load when someone actually scrolls to them instead of forcing everything to load at once. So your site feels quicker right away, but you're not diving into risky settings or gambling with your layout or checkout. It's a simple speed boost, not a full rebuild. And if you guys want to follow along with the same plugins I'm using here, I'll have links to all of them down in the description. So that's WP Rocket. Now let's talk about Flying Press because it works a little differently. They actually give you more room to decide what parts of your site loads first and what can wait. For example, you can choose which features activate right away and which ones wait until someone clicks or scrolls. So if your site has pop-ups, chat boxes, or hover animations, you're the one deciding whether they load immediately or only after someone scrolls or clicks. Now, the reason you might not want everything popping up instantly is because every extra feature loading at the same time makes the page work harder. Spreading that load out can make the page feel smoother when someone first lands on it. The same idea carries over to pictures. If you run a store, you might want your main product image at the top to load before anything else, and with Flying Press, you can set that manually. Also, a lot of themes tend to load extra fonts or icons in the background, even if you're not really using them. Flying Press lets you strip out some of that extra stuff, which can help product pages load quicker and make things like filters or cart updates respond faster. So the upside is flexibility. You're not locked into broad settings. You can fine-tune how things load, but that also means the outcome depends more on how you set it up. For example, you might turn on a setting that delays certain features to improve speed. You run a speed test and your score looks better. Then you open your site on your phone and notice your mobile menu feels slightly slower to respond. Now you're going back into the settings to adjust it and test again. Or maybe you remove a font that you thought was being used and later you notice your product titles look a little different. Now you're going back through the settings trying to figure out which option caused it, and that's just part of using a more hands-on tool. With Flying Press, you gradually shaping how your site loads and behaves. You tweak things, you test them, adjust again. With WP Rocket, you usually turn on the main settings, check your important pages once, and then you just let it run. So if you do like tweaking settings and dialing things in, Flying Press can make sense. It gives you space to experiment and see what works best. But if you just want your site to load faster and move on with your day, it can start to feel like more involvement than you were really looking for. And since Flying Press gives you more control, there's one setting you really want to switch on. It's the option that makes sure you see the live version of your site when you're logged in. If you don't turn that on, you might update something, refresh the page, and still see the old version. And that's usually when people think that they messed something up. With that turned on, you see your changes instantly while your visitors still get the faster saved version of your site. Now, if you want to go in the opposite direction, NitroPack is kind of like handing your car to a mechanic and saying, just make it run better. So instead of your hosting company building the page from scratch every time someone visits, NitroPack sends out a pre-built version of the page from its own network. It's taking some of that work off of your server and handling it for you. And that's why your speed score can jump pretty fast. It also handles stuff like image compression automatically so people on their phone get smaller pictures, while someone on their desktop gets bigger ones. And you don't have to set that up. If you're on cheaper hosting and your site's starting to feel slower after adding more products or plugins, well, this can definitely help. But here's where you've got to be smart. There's a slider that controls how aggressive it gets. If you push it all the way up, NitroPack delays certain parts of your site so it looks finished faster. So it can look ready before everything is actually ready to be clicked on. Just imagine someone visiting your store during a sale. They see a big shop the deal button and tap it right away. Nothing happens. To them, it just feels broken. They don't know it's still loading in the background, and most people aren't going to sit there and try again. They're gone. That's why you can't just stare at the speed score and count your chickens. Open up your site on your phone and actually tap things the second they appear. If anything feels even slightly delayed, that matters more than the number. Then there's the control side of things. NitroPack is the least involved option because you're not deciding what to cache, what to delay, or how pictures are handled. You mostly pick an optimization level and just let it run. There aren't a bunch of detailed switches to tweak. Most of the heavy lifting happens automatically on their side. Now, this also means the performance depends on their system staying active and running smoothly. Not to mention that if you do cancel your subscription, all your speed goes away because your site stops using their network. So to be fair, WP Rocket and Flying Press have cloud features too, like image compression and some extra speed tools. Now, if you stop paying, you lose access to those, but the main plugin is still on your site. The caching and the speed settings you already turned on keep running like normal. And if you cancel, you lose access to those cloud features and you won't get updates or support anymore. And that's really the trade-off. NitroPack is fine if you don't want to mess with deeper settings and just want something that handles it for you. It's built for simplicity, but that simplicity comes with more dependencies. So after actually using all three, Flying Press is the one that gives you control over almost every setting. That's great. But for most people running a normal site or store, it means more testing and more small adjustments than you really need. NitroPack, on the other hand, is very hands-off. But if you do want to get a lot of traffic or you want to run an ad, you won't be able to fix any slowdowns, costing you customers and wasting any money you spent to bring them in. So if you ask me, WP Rocket just hits a nice middle ground. You still get control over how your site loads, but you're not spending half an hour testing every little setting. You turn on the main options, tweak a couple of things, and that's usually it. Your site stays fast in the background. And if you ever do want to adjust something later, the option is still there. And that's why I usually recommend it for both smaller sites and for the bigger ones. So if you do want to give WP Rocket a try, feel free to use the link in the description to get the best deal on their plans. If this helped, hit that like and subscribe. If you've got questions, just throw them down in the comments and I'll try to help out. Take care and see you in the next one.